Hello, newwavebritishheavymetal.com here. Today, oh, excuse me, we're looking at Tak Matsumoto group and their new release TMG 2. Now, if we can start by going back 20 years to 2004, I was at a friend's house at the time and he spun up a CD and played it because he thought I might like it, and I did. And he told me it was by some outfit called the Tak Matsumoto group that I'd never heard of. But I liked what he played to me, so immediately when I got home, I ordered a copy. And, I played TMG 1 quite regularly to this day, 20 years later. So spring forward now to 2024, and out of nowhere, after 2 decades, we've got TMG 2, which was quite a surprise, because, after 20 years, you don't think you're going to hear from anybody again, do you? But here we are, and it's a fine piece of music. Oh, before I start telling you about it, if I could ask a teeny tiny favour, and that's if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe me to the channel, because that'd be a big help and, well, and appreciated as well. So if you would subscribe, please do. But as I say, here we are, 20 years after Tak Matsumoto Group's first album. We've got a follow-up, and it's the same people involved, the same main trio involved here. You've got Tak Matsumoto himself playing some remarkable guitar, the superb voice of Eric Martin, Mr. Big, etc., and on bass, Jack Blades, Night Ranger, Damn Yankees, etc., etc. as well. And so they've reformed out of nowhere to give us a new album. And on this album, the drumming is provided by none other than Matt Sorum, ex-Guns N' Roses, and he does a fine job as well. And as with that debut album, this second offering from Tak Matsumoto Group is indeed a very classy slab of forceful, hard-edged, guitar-driven melodic rock with plenty of bite and purpose behind it as well. Well, would you expect anything else, given the exceptional fretwork from Tak, sublime vocals from Eric Martin, and that fluid melodic bass lines of Jack Blades? Of course, Matsumoto's all over it, but he's not overpowering. He's not saying, look at me, aren't I a great guitar player? His riffs and his solos fit the songs and allow plenty of space for the others to do what they do best as well. And there are some sparingly yet effectively used keyboard swells and spurts here and there to add to the sound and big it up as well. We've got 11 tracks with a collective running time of around about 45 minutes, which is ideal for an album, isn't it? So there's nothing superfluous going on here. It's straight to the point. Nothing rambles on for far too long. Instead, the songwriting is concise. Songs are all well composed and expertly performed, with a really big, clear, crisp production job as well. Crash Down Love sets the pace right out the traps. Crisp, chunky guitar, huge hooks, melodies, chorus, and a flashy guitar solo, and so it goes thereafter. Just to select a few, well, not at random, but a few that I particularly like over all of them. But it's such a fine album. It's highlights of highlights, really. Eternal Flames, punchy, hooky. Colour the World, nicely a little bit heavier, as are Jupiter and Mars and My Life, with plenty of chunkiness and more of those fluid Matsumoto guitar bursts. Dark Island Woman's another thumper, really is. And then onto the closing duo of the big, upbeat The Great Divide. I think that's probably the best track on the album for me. It's got a sort of a bluesy vibe to it as well, but it really punches. And then the closer is the aptly titled Guitar Hero, and I don't need to try and explain to you what to expect from that song, do I? So the collective here of Matsumoto, Martin and Blades, aided by Sorum, have returned out of nowhere with this most fine album, and for me it makes it not only a welcome and enjoyable surprise, but one of the best surprises musically of 2024 for me, is we're only a couple of 3 weeks away from the end of the year now. So that's it. Tak Matsumoto Group, TMG2, classy, hard melodic rock from people who know what they're doing and do it so well. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, if you wouldn't mind, please, because that would be marvellous. And as always, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and take care.